Why, hello there. Nemo Ashong here, founder of Enjoyment and Maverick leader of the Pioneers community. It is absolutely amazing to see you today, and what I wanted to talk about is a little bit here around the way that we get things done. When I look at Enjoyment, when I look at that idea, the true desire to bring together a truly inclusive and empowered world, a lot of things comes down to one of my first values, which is to be more you. And it brings up the story in my mind here around what exactly does that actually look like? What does it actually look like to empower joy, and what does that feel like? And that comes down to, for me, an area of being able to bring yourself up to the table and being able to do your work in your way. I talk a lot about possibility, inclusion, and authenticity. And I think that all three of these things come together in a very unique way when you truly are able to do your work in your way. And I'll give you an example of this here. Some of my best experiences were at UpNexus. And one of the things there that really shined through for me and really allowed me to have the experience and the impact that I desired really came down to the fact that the work that was being done was largely driven in a manner that was very consistent with the way that I operated. In fact, you're seeing me right now on a video here rather than a blog post or rather than an email, because this, quite frankly, is the easiest thing for me. And so when it comes down to it, being able to explore things and being able to do things in your way is what actually resonates the most there. And now I'm going to check in with myself as we do this here. You're going to get some real-time check-ins here. Does this feel like my way, right? I don't know if I want to come out and necessarily teach anyone anything. I think that's it just feels off in this current moment. Oh, look, we're having Chinese New Year right now. And that's happening starting on Friday. I'm learning a lot about Chinese New Year. I'm actually heading over to participate in some festivities at my co-working space to just go and experience what I can around that. But I think the whole thing comes down to that aspect of what is it? Well, I'll put it this way. I've been talking to people and I ask the question, what do you want, right? Because what I found is that given my experience as a consultant in the various worlds that I've worked in, I can help people create what they want out of their life or out of their work. But what's been really an interesting thing, and this actually just came off a recent conversation, was how do you want it? I feel like that question right there is the second part of the puzzle. Where a lot of times we'll go by and we'll say, oh, I want to be in this role, or I want to create this kind of positive change. And when I look at the people that I work with, I get a chance to see just how powerful they are. They show up. They've had a track record of success. You know, the things that are holding them back are things like imposter syndrome, or the fact that they've been able to accomplish so much, and the next thing that they're looking to take on, you know, there's a big risk in there, right? That risk of potentially failing, the risk of letting the people down in their world because they wanted to try something and they didn't really necessarily know the next steps or how to get it done. And I've actually been going through an internal, well, you'll find this a lot. I just want, in my quest to be authentic, it makes me have to ask myself difficult questions. And even you even saw it here live on this video where I was like, well, is this the direction that I want to take this here? And so as I ask myself these difficult questions, it opens up a lot of space for me to really think and reflect. And what has come from this year is in these conversations, it's been less of, hey, I'm Nemo and I have a specific path for you to go and walk down, and I've done it this way, so you should go about and do it this way. Here goes the 7 steps to eternal happiness and nirvana. Like, that's not how I operate. It's not how I roll. And what's been fun about that is that I've been seeing my clients and the people that I work with, and look, at the end of the day, I can't help being me. That's one of the things that I'm really about. So I have conversations with everyone, and some really fun things happen. But at the end of the day, it comes down to, how do you want to do it? There are some fundamental, unalienable truths that need to be addressed in trying to accomplish your goal and trying to create what you want to create in the world. Fine, let's look at that. Let's call that out for what it is. But the thing is, at least what I'm experiencing, is that the way that you get there is completely up to you. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe being confronted with the freedom and with the freedom of choice, maybe being confronted with the fact that you can own exactly what you want to come out of it, or exactly how you want to get done, is something that's hard to really grip on. And I think that's why I've been finding coaching to be so powerful, because it's not one of those things where it comes out where it's just like, here, do this X, Y, and Z, and you'll be great. I mean, the fun for me is to sit there and take some time to understand what exactly people want and how they want to get there. What will actually bring them joy, not just at the end destination, but all along the way. Because as humans, one of the things that we are very fortunate in having is this thing called hedonic adaptation, where we're able to get into different environments and very quickly work our way around that. Hey y'all, how are you? Good to see you. Figured you should see a little bit of my life right now. Oh man, I was hoping that they would be here for my party. But this hedonic adaptation. So once we get there, right, we're quick to move on to the next thing, to want something next, and that's something I think is truly beautiful about what we have going on here as humans. It's like this aspect of moving over. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna call my friend here, Dan. Hello. So I have a friend that's joining me for this awesome party here. So I'm probably gonna step out and just say a quick hello. Dan, I'm here live. You wanna come and say hello?
Live where?
Live on Facebook.
Oh,
here.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Do y'all know Dan? Dan, do you mind just giving a quick introduction?
My name's Dan Warburton. I'm a transformational coach, and I eat, breathe, sleep transformation, whatever it takes to break through what's holding us back and get to that next level. And I serve all sorts of massively committed entrepreneurs. Yeah.
Booyah. See, that's what I'm talking about. He knows what he wants. He knows how he wants to do it. It's a beautiful thing. What I want right now is to go get some food and to go celebrate here. Dan, you ready to make this happen?
Yeah, great. Let's do this.
Peace out. Bye.